Welcome to JKS International Colorline Technical Manual DVD. Coming to you from JKS Academy and Design Center at Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, USA. We wanted to give you a quick photo tour of our Academy and Design Center, JKS design team members at major hair shows this year, and published advertorials from major magazines. And now, full-time hairdresser, master colorist, and award-winning salon owner, John Kataz.
Hi, I'm John Kataz, a full-time hairdresser and a founder of JKS International Products. I would like to congratulate you and thank you for watching this DVD. You are about to walk into a new era of doing a hair color, artistic hair color, with the newest technology available to professionals like you and I. Our mission statement is vision meets restoration. Whatever your heart desire for your canvas, you can achieve with JKS International Italian cream colors, cream developers, bleaching powder, shampoos, conditioners, styling, and finishing products. From start to finish, JKS International keeps the hair restored with the supercharged antioxidants in vitamin-enriched formulas. Now, let's talk about some of the main points before we get started with our technical manual. We're the most hairdresser-friendly company out there because we are hairdressers for hairdressers like you. You're going to find out every single product that we have designed, we had nothing but the hairdresser in mind, just because we use it every day in our salons. Most of the products that I have used in my career, which is a little over 25 years, that they were extremely expensive. And of course, I do run a successful salon chain, yet why couldn't we afford these products at less cost? I realized there was a bunch of distributors before the products gets to any of our professionals like us. General distributors, state distributors, sub-distributors, and so forth. So any of the products before it gets to you, minimum 3 hands. And naturally, they have to make a living, so they keep marking up the product. So people tells me that our products are so inexpensive. Are they not good? On the contrary, our products has the most and the greatest ingredients in the tube, not necessarily in those 2-3 hands that before it will get to you. With that given, we are affordable, but yet we're the best product in the market. When we say newest technology, as you know, most of the major brands out there that you may be still using is our 70s, 80s, maybe 90s technology. Just look back. What are the things that you're still using as a technology in the 70s and 80s and 90s? As you know, even 5 years is a big gap for our technology. Has technology improved for hair colors? Yes, it has. Has technology improved for styling or shampoos and so on and so forth? Yes, it has. And we have the newest technology available to you with our tools. Dear friends, I know we all do colors and perms and straighteners and we talk about oxidation and fading and a lot of terminology of chemicals, but yet I have noticed the classes that I have done, most of the stylists do not know what those chemicals, pH levels, where they stand. So I devoted page number 7 to you, a very small but a general explanation where the bleach and color and developers and where they sit on a pH level, what they actually do as a substance like such as acid and alkaline base. And on that bottom of the page, I'm going to talk to you about chemical reaction when you're mixing acid and alkali within the color and the peroxide to create that chemical reaction where actually we call it permanent hair coloring. So it's just a small information, but I'm sure that you could use it behind the chair if ever the client to ask you or for your peace of mind. We are exposed to a bunch of information and advertising by professional companies Some claims there is no ammonia in their colors. Some claims there is no sulfates and parabens in their products. How much is it true? Well, most of it isn't true. Isn't true in the fact of exaggerated statements, such as, I wanted to say that at the beginning of our DVD, I feel that consumer or our professionals like us is being cheated with this misinformation. The following charts compare actual industry standards with low amounts and with what some companies' sales techniques wants you to believe high amounts, exaggerated amounts that actually does not exist. Let's look at these charts showing how misleading the scary techniques of these companies, starting with two rectangulars. Just imagine these being a swimming pool. And the one on the left, that's the industry standard for a chlorine, let's say, within the pool. And the next one is more than a half of the pool of the water is filled with the chlorine. Now, would you fill up your pool with the more than a half of chlorine and swim? No. So let me show you a shampoo bottle and how much industry standards that uses a paraben. The one on the left, as you see, just a very little, and it may be even less than that, but we just wanted to put a little bit of color in there so you see it. And now the next bottle, look at that. More than a half paraben. Now, is there any product out there where the half of the bottle is paraben? No. So it is a scary techniques. In reality, there is no product has that much of a paraben in. And better yet, I read it in an article, paraben is one of the ingredients approved by FDA that is actually goes in our food. Now, I may get one or two of you that I cannot convince you any other way. So I went ahead and did a pure sensitive shampoo and a conditioner that actually has no sulfate and no paraben. Why? Just because I didn't want to lose you, just because I couldn't convince you enough, you swear by no sulfate and no paraben. Do we have that too for you? Yes, we do. Fact, the industry standard for paraben levels in hair care products are not harmful. Companies exaggerate the amounts of paraben issue in order to help sell their products with no paraben. But in reality, any substance can be harmful in large and exaggerated quantities. Hello? Now let's talk about ammonia and hair coloring. And I know you do see an advertisement says there is no ammonia. Now, as you know, the ammonia is the factor that brings the alkali within the hair color. And developers are the acid base, and when we mix them together, we create a chemical reaction. Now, if you don't use ammonia, then you are going to use another ingredient. And you know, I made that study. And I found out personally that ammonia versus the man-made items that was presented to me, they were more harmful. So I could easily say, hey, our products doesn't have an ammonia. I choose different ingredient. And again, the cost is not any difference, believe me. And but I would be lying to you. I think ammonia, as long as is in the low levels, with the newest technology available to do hair coloring with the smaller molecules, is actually 10 times better and gentle. Then I found out that a few other chemicals that substitute to ammonia is actually more harsh. When somebody claims something, I tried. And I want you to as well. I take their no ammonia color, apply it on the hair. Does it have a good penetration? Does that hair really comes up beautiful and shiny? Does the hair at the end, is it better than you started with? And that color really stays for a length of time. That is the true result with my color with a very low ammonia level, which is 0.5, except the high lift colors, which they are a little higher. Other than that, we have a very low ammonia within our colors. That question is asked frequently, which I respect. But then again, don't put us in the same category of 80s technology colors that actually they may have a lot more ammonia, or they don't have the smaller molecules that even a small percent of ammonia that we are using that is actually will not create a good coloring for you. So with that giving, we do have the very low ammonia within our colors that actually perform well versus a no ammonia substitute items. Now, I always wanted to have a color that is actually did not fade. I wanted to have a color that actually covers the gray with a minimal effort. I didn't have to fight my color to do things for me. Yes, we have created one, naturally. If you know what you're missing, chances of you finding it is much higher. Why? We are hairdressers. We're not a lab technicians. We're not a VIP sitting behind the chair, paper pushing general managers and what may not. Yes, we have created a hair color that is going to actually help you and do a great artistic work on your canvas. I would like to touch on a point that I feel that is very, very important. I do see a bunch of labels that they claiming they have antioxidants, they have berries, and they have keratins, and so on and so forth. And I wonder sometimes, how much and what they do deliver. But when I went to the labs as we're working on our product line, including our colors, we are not reinventing the wheel. We're actually making a good choices, and the choices that that was allowed to us. We don't have the overheads of some of the major companies that you may be purchasing some of their major brands from those monopolistic distributors, that we don't have those expenses. So I could choose the best available ingredients to a mankind. Now, it doesn't end there. Why? Because I could sprinkle in just a little bit of a certain expensive item into a bottle and claim that is in there, but yet that very little sprinkle may not do anything to the hair or to the color. Now I'm going to give you a small example. I have 2 coffee cups and they both have 6 ounces of a coffee in it. If I were to be sprinkling just a little bit of sugar in one, could I call that coffee sugared or sweetened coffee? Yes. That little bit of sprinkle, would that make that coffee really sweet? No. That's just going to add a little dot of a little sprinkle. Now, on the other side, on the right side, we're going to put a full pack of a sugar. Now, would that make that coffee sweet? Yes. Now, that is what JKS do. Just imagine sugar was the most expensive item went into that project. Just imagine the moisturizers, antioxidants, and so many other ingredients that we had to choose to make the products right. We have the needed amount, like on the second coffee mug, that is needed amount to actually deliver results. Now, I haven't seen any product that actually can be applied and used 3-4 times and cure the hair or do anything. Now, I know most of them do soften up your hair. You can comb it easily right after the shower. But again, all the illusion effects. Big giant corporations, they can't really put all those ingredients in there. They'll replenish a little bit and claim all those good things, hire those celebrities and claim that they use it on their hair. You and I know that they don't deliver. You and I know that those people actually are not using those products. JKS International adds more color pigments in their tubes for long-lasting, beautiful results. Now, when I went to Home Depot to get a color for my living room wall, I noticed that is a white can, a gallon, and that machine drops few drips, and then another machine shakes it up and creates the tone for me. So I said, oh, wait a minute. What if I would have doubled those pigments that went in? And I asked the lab techs in Italy. I said, hey guys, what happened if I double my pigmentation within my colors? What would that help me? They said, John, well, we have to alter a little bit because it may go somewhat a little bit dark, but yet we can alter it, still do a double pigment. It will cost you more, which we were not there to save money. Then your results will be better. Yes, let's do it. So we did, and it works. That double pigmented colors is actually, it delivers beautiful shiny results, and the color stays on beautifully. I have customers, which I prefer them to come more often, but some of them come and sees me every 2.5 months. Now that's a lengthy time. When they come back, their color still looks good. And I want your clients to have the same problem after 2.5 months, have a great color. Now, of course, when we talked about newest technology, we break down the molecules into a much smaller formats. So that wasn't available in 70s and 80s and 90s. Now it is. So what we did, just because that we could have break them down to smaller molecules, we can actually use some other agents within the color, which is antioxidants. Now let's see a small clip about how antioxidants actually repairing free radicals. And you're gonna be amazed that when you use JKS International Cream Color, when you apply the hair, when you finish and shampoo it and feel and touch that hair, you're gonna see that hair is actually improved and cured. You're gonna say, well, how could that be possible? You know, after the color service, you're taking something out of that hair, is that correct? But JKS International is all about restoring the hair. While we're coloring it, we're gonna actually cure her hair. You're gonna be very pleasantly surprised, and I'm looking forward for you to try it.
Our bodies are comprised of billions of molecular cells held together by electronic bonds. Sometimes these molecules are held together with weak bonds and split apart for numerous reasons. In the case of hair, chemicals and minerals found in tap water, harsh shampoos and styling products, even well-known brands, regardless of the price, heat styling, coloring, highlighting, perming, straightening, swimming, radiation, pollution, sun, herbicides, and many other reasons can cause weak bonds to split apart, resulting in unstable molecules with unpaired electrons. These molecules are known as free radicals. Free radicals in our hair will start attacking healthy cells, attempting to replace missing electrons. When healthy molecules lose their electrons, they become free radicals themselves. This can cause a chain reaction called oxidized stress or oxidation. Antioxidants found in grapes, cherries, prunes, wild blueberries, raspberries, cranberries, strawberries, coffee berries, vita berries, and acai berries inhibit the destructive effects of oxidation. JKS revolutionary formulas can stop this chain reaction of oxidation with super antioxidants by donating electrons to the free radicals to pacify and repair the hair. Antioxidants themselves do not become free radicals by giving away their electrons. We can see examples of oxidation in our daily lives, such as sliced fruit or vegetables, exposed to air for a length of time, or untreated metal left out in elements. In our hair, you will notice color fadage, unwanted brassy or cool tones, brittle, dry, or unmanageable hair. That's how fast oxidation and aging can occur in most cases. Oxidation can be stopped and reversed with the introduction of powerful antioxidants, including Amazonian acai berry. Acai berry is also known as fruit of life, have more antioxidants than any other fruit or vegetable. USDA data shows the acai berry is 500 to 1,000% higher in antioxidant activity than any other fruit or vegetable. The acai berry is an excellent source of protein, equivalent to an egg protein. In addition, acai berries have amino acids, essential fatty acids, omega-3, 6 and 9, and vitamin A, B1, B2, B3, vitamin C, and vitamin E. JKS Professional Hair Care Products uses the next generation of technology with the highly concentrated super antioxidants and natural oils in the vitamin-enriched formula, eliminating free radicals, creating a healthier, more beautiful hair.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that small clip, and I hope that it was informative.